Does prayer have a place in meditation? And if so, what's the best way to pray?
Yes, prayer definitely has a part in meditation. Prayer is always helpful, no matter what we are doing. And it certainly is a part of our meditational practices. We often will start with a prayer, end with a prayer. But beyond that, we can be praying during the meditation. There are times during the meditation when we may stop practicing a technique and become involved in prayer, which in that sense would be talking to God, conversing with God. That would not normally be a formal prayer, but a prayer from our heart in talking to God. Depending on our personal preference, we might think of God as Father, Mother, Friend, Beloved. We might think of a particular saint or master that we want to address our prayer to. Or if our worship takes a more impersonal form, we might even think of God as light or love or sound. That is the Om or Amen vibration. That's the primal vibration, the first vibration God sent forth from which all creation has manifested from that beginning vibration. Certainly he comes to devotees in all these ways, or even peace and address. You can talk to that divine light, to that sound, if that appeals to one. So prayer can be done in many different ways. The important thing in praying, and this is important in anything we do in life, is really very simple. Be sincere. If you are talking to God, be sincere. We all know that when we're talking to someone, we want to feel we're connecting, don't we? I like to think in meditation, when we are perhaps at the start, or it can be at any time, we're trying to make that connection, and we're putting out a soul call, a yearning. We're letting God know, I want you to respond. I want to connect with you. I want you to come to me. I want to know the reality of your presence. I'm not content to hear about you, to read about you, to hear stories about you. I want to know you. I want to experience you. Or to put it in another frame, I want to commune with you. If we want an answer from God in meditation or in prayer, we have to mean business with God, which basically means we have to be very sincere with what we want. And we have to let him know that we want it. And so putting the inner attention here as if we were looking through the spiritual eye. Don't try to focus the physical eyes here. So we're not trying to make people cross-eyed, but rather just put the inner attention and gaze here, and then just start talking to God. What you want to get here is you want to make that a call from the soul, a call from your entire being, a yearning for God. You're trying to call God. You're trying to get his attention. You want him to answer you. So you have to put your heart and feeling into it. Beloved God, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Come, come, come. You must come. Come to me. You must come. Reveal thyself, reveal thyself. And really let him know you want him. If we can get our entire being absorbed in that prayer to God in that way, that is the type of prayer that God will respond to. Sooner or later, he will respond. And usually the first response of God that comes is you feel this great peace beginning to spread over your entire being. Peace begins to come. And that is no small thing. There are millions of people in this world just longing to have a little peace in their lives. Peace comes. Don't be satisfied with that peace alone. Go deeper still. Behind that great peace of God is the great light of God, the great sound of God, the great love of God, and many other aspects. But be sincere. Make the prayer come from the heart. That is the kind of prayer God responds to.